What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the AM, guys. Welcome back to the show. I really appreciate y'all tuning in. Thanks for supporting. And thanks for tagging along on the journey, guys. So, let's jump straight on in to this 5-minute rant. You see what I did there? Haha. Anyways, guys, all right. I really want to talk about curiosity today. I think curiosity is something that is heavily underrated. I think curiosity is actually not really shunned in society, but is definitely not celebrated. And I think it is something that really detracts from our life. And so let me give you an example of curiosity. And this is kind of what sparked me on this. It opened up a conversation with my wife, and it was awesome. I was cutting carrots, prepping for dinner, and my wife was sitting at the bar just talking to me. And then I cut the carrots probably 6 or 7 different ways. And she was like, why are you doing that? And I'm not talking about 6 or 7 different sizes or types. I was cutting the same size, but I was doing it 6 or 7 different ways. And she asked me why I was doing that. And I told her I was really curious about how the best way and the most efficient way to cut a carrot is, and how safely I could do it too, with speed. And it led me down this path of just being experimental. And she's like, oh. And that led into a whole entire conversation about curiosity. Because oftentimes when we face problems as people, and we tend to just quit, versus awesome, a problem is amazing, and pressure or something that must be overcome is amazing, because it really forces us to be curious and ask why. How can I solve this? And I really think science is amazing, especially with all the curiosity there. Like, why does the sun do what it does? Why does its rays produce glucose and sugar? And then you have photosynthesis occur in plants. How does all of that work? And why does that work? Is so powerful, because it really leads to a lot of where we're at today in society. Like, it took somebody being curious, like, I wonder if we can cook food faster. Somebody had to think that at some point, and then before you know it, we have a microwave, right? Maybe, somebody thought about it hundreds of years ago, and they didn't have the technology to actually act on that. But it's the fact that those thoughts and all of that leads down into improvement most of the times. And so I think curiosity is something that really should be celebrated in teamwork. I think it should be celebrated personally. I think it should be celebrated in our kids. Like, whenever I hang out with my nieces and nephews, I really try and celebrate them when, like, hey, why are you doing what you're doing? Versus, well, it's always been done this way. Great. That's a horrible mentality, because, like, what if what you're doing is really wrong or broken, right? I mean, that's like business. You watch a lot of businesses go into struggle and into failure because, well, the internet came out, but we don't do the internet. Why? This is how we've always done it. And then before you know it, we have problems. And that's exactly how you get problems, is because instead of changing, instead of being curious and excited about the unknown, we tend to shy away from it. We tend to be scared of it, or we tend not to actually come up with a better solution. And I think Steve Jobs going to Apple was very curious and did an amazing job about this. And I think he did an amazing job from not just sitting and being like, cool, this is how it's always done. It's like, no, this is really where we should move forward. And let's really think about and ask ourselves, why are we doing what we're doing? One of the things my business partner and I always talk about is really thinking and creating. But the creating is not going to come without curiosity. Is there a better way to do this? How can we save more money? How can we cut expenses while improving everybody's life, right? How can we love and take care of the team and yet also meet our goals? And all that is curiosity. We don't often see it like that. Or you come into a situation, or you look at things and go, I wonder why they did that. Why? Why is such a wonderful question. It's a very exposing question, because it also will expose where you're wrong. And I think that's one of the reasons why we shy away from it. But curiosity is something that is very powerful, and if used correctly, is world-changing in our lives. The word why is so small, but it is an amazing word, and it can change worlds. Anyways, guys, I'm out of time. 5 minutes is really short. And I will talk to y'all later. Have a great day, everybody. Peace.